Oh, let me... There isn't anybody in the live stream. Also, my Wi-Fi is having issues. So I'm not sure what is going on here. Okay. Connection is okay for now. I will wait to see if anybody joins before I officially get started with Coffee with a Counselor for today. All right. We have one person in. I was waiting to see if we got more folks in. So I will just go ahead and get started for today with my recommendation for January. And I will say that my thought process through what I was going to recommend for this month was tricky. Because as I was thinking about it, I was thinking like, okay, I want to do something that maybe is motivational, maybe something that is helps goals, maybe self-help, mental health related. And I was going down that route and I was like, I'm going to switch that up a little bit. So here in Jeff City, we have gotten snow and we have gotten ice. And I kind of made the decision I wanted to think about the beach. And so when I was thinking of, okay, what am I thinking of? I decided this month's pick for me is Beach Read by Emily Henry. So this was maybe the second book I read by Emily Henry, but I really like Emily Henry's writing. I think that if you're in any like bookish spaces on like TikTok or any Instagram, any place of the internet, she's like a really popular modern day romance writer. And I just like the way that she writes. I like the way she puts together a story. I would say I read this book probably a little bit slower. It is a medium paced book. I tend to be a slower reader, but I liked it all the same. So the premise of the book is there's two authors. So January Andrews, which I was like, this is just so perfect for this recommendation for January. But January is a romance writer who is trying to get her next book out and is struggling to write that. And then the male main character's name is Augustus Everett, and he writes lit fic. And they've known each other since college, and they, in January's mind, and it's told from her perspective, have a bit of a rivalry from college. They're both authors. And they both find themselves in this lake town. Is that the way to say that? Anyways, and the houses, their lake houses, are right next to each other. the setup for perfect romance, right? And they decide to kind of help get them out of their writing ruts that they're going to swap genres. So he's going to write a romance with a happy ending, and she's going to write a literary fiction piece. And so she's also dealing with the recent death of her father. I realized that I picked this book, and I think the last two picks also dealing with themes of grief. Not purposeful, that I'm just starting to realize, like, maybe that's the kind of story I'm drawn to, that in the background there's some form of loss going on. So that's I just kind of put that together as I was talking about this. But anyways, so she's dealing with loss. The lake house that she's at was actually her dad's, and like realizing kind of some hard truths about her father. Being in this writing rut, getting to know her college rival. They spend their days together. And they're both kind of going through some hard things. And it's just a really good, fun read. I think this is, to me, I call this like a rom-com book. Like, this is a story that you'd probably see a Hallmark movie about. And sometimes I think we need that reset. I love the heavier themes of things. I like to be challenged when I read, and sometimes you just need a moment to just kind of love. And I think that's what Emily Henry does really well. She's not the only author that does it, but she's one of my favorites. And I really liked this book when I finished it. And it's set during the summer on a lake. So you get to just kind of escape the winter for a little bit. So this is my recommendation. There's not a lot of in-depth stuff about it. I mean, it's good writing. It's fun. I think that, I don't know, the term that comes to me is bubblegum for the eyes. Sometimes you just need that. So I recommend this, or anything by Emily Henry just in general. I think I've liked every book she's put out so far. And I'm excited to see kind of the new books. She's got a new one coming out this year too. So if you like Emily Henry and you've read this and you're like, I don't care about that, check out her new one. I haven't read it. It hasn't come out yet, but I'm excited to pick that one up too. So that is my recommendation for this month. It looks like we have nobody in here so far. So I'm not going to keep to this any longer. That was my recommendation. So thank you. And if you read it, I hope you like it, and stay warm. Bye.